Marshall. I'm the co-chair with the Old Evergreen Highway Neighborhood Association. And I'm here with Tara Heilman with Repair Clark County coordinator. She's going to talk to us a little bit about Repair Clark County.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Heidi. And thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. We were just talking before the recording started that we think it's really important that Columbia Springs, that our neighbors know a little bit more about us and what we do. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. So so Repair Clark County is a program of Columbia Springs, and pre-COVID, we were one of the only programs that was considered off-site. So normally we go to 8 to 10 different venues throughout Clark County every year, and we hold these 2-hour events where we fix people's broken stuff for free. So that's the like super quick version of what we do. And then the next question always becomes, well, what do you actually fix? What kinds of stuff? We fix in, let me just double check here, sorry. We fix in 6 different fixing categories. So we fix electronics, appliances, we do sharpening, sewing, and normally we do bicycles. We're not doing those right now, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. And then what we call other, which is basically anything that didn't fit in one of the top 5 categories. So other tends to be things like jewelry or household decor, maybe a music box, those types of things. The only things that we don't work with are, right now, we're not working with bicycles, as already mentioned, and we can't work with gas engines or microwaves. Basically anything else is fair game. So here you're seeing one of our fixers. He worked on a lamp for a woman and was able to successfully repair it and fix it. And obviously working lamps make for really great photogenic photos. So these are just some typical stats for one of our normal events, between 80 to 100 clients and items coming in. We have between an 80 and 95% repair rate. So I always say that if you bring us something broken, the odds are really good that you're going to go home with something working, which is awesome. And typically we have about 35 to 40 volunteer fixers that come to the events and work with us. And then we also do workshops as well. So we've done the lamp repair workshops, and we actually did them. We did a lamp repair workshop as a virtual event during COVID as well. So I'm going to go through this stuff really quickly because I'm going to move on to the Repair Goes Remote program. So we did a couple of events as kind of precursors to that. So we did some sharpening only drive-through events, and we tested out our online registration. We kind of got the kinks all worked out from that. And also our safety protocols for COVID. And so now what we're doing is this program we call Repair Goes Remote. So it's a little bit different in that obviously you're not going to sit down with your fixer and be face-to-face. That's how we normally work. But because of COVID, everyone is masked. And what we do is every 2nd and 4th Tuesday of each month, there's a 2-hour time slot where you can bring us your broken stuff. And then we will hold on to it for about 2 weeks, and then hopefully give it back to you fixed. Again, you know, the repair rates are very high. So if you bring us something, you should hopefully go home with something fixed. And so the Repair Goes Remote program, the catch of it is that it does require pre-registration. That's very easy to do. It takes about 2 minutes. You can go to our website. So it's repairclarkcounty.org, and that will redirect you to the Columbia Springs site. As I mentioned, we are a program of Columbia Springs. And then if you just scroll down a little ways, it'll say there's 3 green headers, and one of them says program info, one says register my item, and the other one says view the schedule. So you just want to click on that middle one that says register my item. And like I said, it takes about 2 minutes. We're just going to ask you for your name, contact email, and then a little bit about what you have that you're going to be bringing us, whether that's knives to be sharpened, a lamp that needs fixing, or rewiring, that type of thing. And we do have the safety protocols, as I mentioned. So that is very similar to what we're all doing at the grocery store already. Just basically, making sure that you're masked and that covers your mouth and your nose for the entire time that you're with us. our staff and our volunteers will also be masked the entire time. And we have it in an outdoor setting. So we started the remote program late August, and then unfortunately we had to put it into hibernation mode in November. And I'm very excited to announce that we're going to be reopening the program this coming Tuesday. So that would be the fourth Tuesday of the month. And so if you have stuff pre-registered with us, you can bring it to us. And then what happens is we hold on to it for a couple of days to kind of protect our fixers from any germs that might be on the belongings. And then they come and pick it up, they take it back home, they fix your stuff in their own space at their own pace. And then the Monday previous to the next session, they bring everything back to me. And so then you can just, show up the next time around and pick up your stuff. And here's some pictures. I like the picture on the left. I always say that you can tell when somebody is really happy if you can see their smile behind their mask. So I really love that picture. He was very, very pleased. We sewed on these patches to the jacket for him. And then the gal on the right here brought us, as you can see, a multitude of lamps. And so these were some fun lamps to work with because they were kind of vintage lamps. So, but we do everything, we're not, I have a personal bias for antiques, but we work with just about everything. And then I also wanted to just quickly mention that we have kind of some bonus programs that we've done as well. So when COVID first hit and masks were very hard to come by, even if, if you could find them, even if you could afford them, we actually made over 1,800 masks and gave them away to a lot of adult facilities in our community to help them. Like I said, they couldn't even get their hands on them. And then we also worked with the library system and some of our fixers to 3D print mask straps. So that's what you're seeing on the bottom left there. And then we've also done the rewrap program the last 3 years. So that is taking fabric that is unwanted. Maybe it's grandma's tablecloth and it has sentimental value, but no one's using it anymore. Maybe it has a rip or a stain or a tear. And so we can cut that down and make reusable fabric gift wrapping bags out of it. Now, again, because of COVID, we didn't do things the way that we normally did. So this past year, we actually reached back out to some of our mask partners, and Meals on Wheels said, hey, we get lots of stuff that we then donate to our clients every year. We would love the bags. And quick little story for you. So the first year we did it, we made 150 bags and gave them away. The second year, we quadrupled that and made 600 bags. And so my contact at Meals on Wheels, I said, oh, well, how many bags do you think you would need? And she said, oh, we'll take everything you can give us. And I was like, well, are you sure? Because we made 600 last year and I have more people working on it this year. And she said, well, I have 1,000 clients. So, and I was like, oh no, I don't know if we can make 1,000 actually. And we did. So, so we donated 1,000 bags to Meals on Wheels. And then, like I said, they put other donations in their bags, and it just kind of brought a little bit of holiday cheer to
and
their
also
well.
working with these people. I've worked with Meals on Wheels for several years now, and I actually recognize these people, and I think that is great. So that's really great that you guys are doing that too with the Meals on Wheels program.
Yeah, it was a really fortuitous connection, and it was funny because I had already worked with them on the mask project, so it just worked out. Everything just worked out this year, which is kind of funny to say, I suppose. But and then we also do a little bit of upcycling. This is kind of a pet project of mine. So the 2 lamps that you're seeing here, and then the little Sparky robot with all the leftover blender parts that were made into lamps. These were all in our yearly fundraiser this last year, and we're hoping to do more of this in the future. And so just kind of, I guess, stay tuned for that. And then we have lots of partnerships as well. So we have partnerships with the local thrift store. We've done a lot of work with a caring closet that does durable medical goods. We have a partnership with the Vintage Radio Society in town. So often they will fix with us, or, we kind of are the conduit for them fixing the kind of vintage radios that you see here. So lots of different things that we're doing. But our program is a waste reduction program. We're trying to help people save money, keep things out of the landfill, keep you from having to replace something that you're already used to and you already know how it works. So if we can do those things, we're doing pretty good. So yeah, that's about it from me. There is an email address here if you want to email me, but again, probably the easiest, fastest way to get get yourself into the program is to, as I said, go to repairclarkcounty.org and then register your items. And the really nice thing about that is you don't then have to keep checking to see if we're open or not. You'll automatically get an email that says, okay, great, we're open. Here's all of the details for being able to drop off your stuff or pick it up.
That sounds great, Tara. I so look forward to getting my knives sharpened and working on a few other things that I need around my house. So I really appreciate this and thank you for your time today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. And I hope to see you guys out at Columbia Springs.